Welcome back to Peak Speed Lab 164, where gravity and mass meet friction. The ramp decides the results, and we are taking a little time out to build this this 164 scale quarter mile drag strip. That's not behind me. That behind me is the short form drag strip where you'll see some of the cars and the, fun spectatory cars, stuff like that. So the track is over there. It's taken me quite a while to sort of build it, measure it, figure the geometry, get it as close as I can. Also need to make a couple of adjustments because I wanted to run two cars side by side, but given the amount of track that's needed and the complexity to try to get everything just right with kind of like the space I have and the materials I have. So I used cymbal stands to keep things up. I bought some boards from Lowe's actually to kind of give us like the harder surface because I'm trying to keep the track on as steady a surface as possible. And then up top I have this really nice big chunk of cardboard that came with actually one of the Hot Wheels, this short form drag strip, the six lane super highway. I keep meaning to go back and look, but hey, what are you gonna do? So why don't we take a look over here? You can kind of see what's up, and then I will show you some more close-ups and videos right after this. Okay, we'll be right back over there. So here's the beginning. Now I will, I'll get I'll try to find the file that I have with all the dimensions of the track. Should anybody else want to do this, I used AI to figure out what would be the best geometry and why for the short form drag strip. So to give the cars their best chance for their best performance. So up here, we're starting with just kind of a manual release, right? Because on this track, we're just looking at for this, I guess, configuration, actual miles per hour by the end. We're going to come down now. This ramp is about a 22-degree angle for 5 feet approximately. Where it drops off right about there is about 5 feet. We get a little bit of a curve of it should be about 18 inches or so. It might be just a smidge longer, but as long as all the cars are going to be on the same track, but it's close enough. And then here we go. We got the quarter mile, or the 164 scale quarter mile, which is just under 21 feet on the flat. Okay, so that is the Cook's. This will be the speed trap that we'll be using to figure out what our miles per hour are / kilometers per hour, and then we're just going to drop off. Yes, this is couch cushion. I'm not going to pretend like we're in like a super fancy studio. This is a makeshift setup so that when these cars roll off, they'll have a soft place to land. And so there it is. Who knows? Maybe down the road, if by some chance this channel ends up picking up, I'll be happy to do a studio, get these things set up permanently, make everything look nice. But right now, it's about the cars, it's about the ramps and the test runs, right? This is a test lab. This isn't a showroom. So there you go. All right. So these 4 cars I use for the different testing on the tracks, having them run together to make sure everything, works properly. So we're about to give each of these a chance. Okay, now getting back to the 164 scale short form drag strip, quarter mile drag strip. I keep saying short form. The 164 scale quarter mile drag strip. We're gonna, since I can't do the side by side like I originally wanted to do, we're gonna do, and I was gonna do one. They were gonna run in each lane, and then we'll take the average. They're gonna get 3 runs, and we'll take the average of their 3 runs, or average miles per hour. So what do you say we get these cars up here? We see how they do. We'll see if I'm able to follow along. Okay, we don't know if this is gonna work, but here's the first run. Woo! Okay, all right, already off the track. So we got to figure out what's going on here, because if they can't make it to the end gate, this is going to be all for naught. We'll try one more time. This is why we test before we do the official. Okay, we know that it makes it. I would have liked to have chased it, but it was flying pretty fast. So as long as if these cars jump the track, we're going to give them, a couple of chances. If they just can't handle it, then they're not going to get the points. This is going to be test number 2. And what I will likely do is I'm going to set up probably a couple cameras so you can catch the action as the cars are going by, since I don't know that I will be able to run these. But here we go. We're going to try the next car. I'm going to see if I can keep up with this one. Okay. I think these cars, I want to think these cars actually came with a set. Let's start going this way. Here we go. All right. It made it. Now, I do not have this plugged in yet. There's actually a port here that I will be plugging my laptop into so we can get the readings. Right now, I just want to make sure the cars are able to make it to the end. Looks like no problem. We're going to try the next car. All right. So I really wanted to get another Play Robotics starting gate for this 2-lane, but yeah, unfortunately, the with the tariffs in place, and this isn't a political speech, I'm saying with the tariffs and stuff in place, it was like another $50 on top of what was a decent price to acquire. So that's going to be on hold. Maybe some things will change, but it is what it is. So we are going to get this last car in, make sure it can get all the way. Actually, you know what? I'm going to zoom so you can kind of see how this one finishes. All right. Ooh, little craziness there. So, looks like we've got our 1/4 mile, 1/64 scale, 1/4 mile drag strip ready to go. Now I just got to start getting these cars loaded on here. They're going to get 3 runs apiece, like I said. We'll take the average. All right, so stay tuned for future videos that involve the actual tracking and entering in of the database. Okay, so y'all take care. Peace.